Hi guys, welcome to another exciting episode of a program Unscripted. Trust you're doing okay today and trust you're staying safe. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the Uefa Champions League, the round of 16 games. So the first leg fixtures ended yesterday, Wednesday, the 5th of March 2025. So various games were played across various stadiums in Europe. So we'll just quickly go through the results and also talk about some of the games and also predict the second leg coming up next week to see which side is going to progress to the quarter-final. So we'll start with the games that were played on Tuesday, the 4th of March. So the first game was between Club Brugge against Aston Villa. So Aston Villa went away to play Club Brugge. So the game ended 3-1 in favor of Aston Villa. Like I said in my previous episode talking about the round of 16, I predicted Aston Villa was going to defeat Club Brugge, and it ended 3-1 in favor of Aston Villa. The likes of Leon Bailey opened the scoring for Aston Villa, and also Asensio, who's their new signing on loan, scored a penalty to make it 3-1 in favor of Aston Villa. So the second leg will be played at Villa Park next week. So fingers crossed. It's still a very, very open game. So Club Brugge could come to Villa Park and get a result from there and probably progress to the quarterfinals. You never can tell. Aston Villa, they've got quality players, talking about the likes of their new signing Asensio and also Marcus Rashford, who's also on loan from Manchester United, likes of Morgan Rogers and Leon Bailey, Talisman, and a couple of other players as well. Oli Watkins, their striker. So we'll see what happens in the second leg of this particular game. Then we had a game between Borussia Dortmund and Lille. So this game ended 1-1. So it was played in Germany. So Adeyemi, the striker for Borussia Dortmund, put Dortmund 1 goal ahead in the first half, and Lille came back and equalized the game. So it's still very, very open for both sides. So we'll see what happens in the second leg of the game next week. Then the big game for Tuesday was the game between Arsenal and PSV. This game was played in Netherlands. Arsenal traveled all the way to Netherlands to play this game. So the game ended 7-1 in favor of Arsenal. Nobody saw this coming. No Arsenal fan across the world saw this coming. Arsenal demolished PSV. Like, it was a free-for-all for the Arsenal side that have been struggling to score goals in the last couple of games after the injury that was suffered by their striker, talking about Kai Havertz, and also Martinelli was also injured in their trip to Dubai. We also had the likes of Saka, who has been ruled out since November, December last year, and also Gabriel Jesus, who's also out of the season due to injury. So Arsenal, they've been struggling to score goals to the extent that against Leicester they had to rely on Mikel Merino, who came off the bench to score a brace because he was asked to play the first line position. So they lost against West Ham 1-0 because they struggled to score. Even they struggle in terms of creative force in the midfield. Odegaard is not currently in the best of form right now. And in this game, most Arsenal fans, like for myself, I thought, okay, Arsenal is going to win, or probably by a very, very small margin, like 1-0, 2-1, or it could be a goalless draw, and we hope that second leg Arsenal just get a win from the Emirates Stadium. So this game was quite interesting. We had the likes of Jorin Timber, who scored in that game. Mikel Merino also scored in that game. Martin Odegaard scored a brace in that game. Then the likes of Calafiori, the defender, also scored a fantastic goal in that game. So to me, I would say Arsenal, they're home and dry, winning 7-1 in the first leg. I think the Emirates Stadium will just be a formality game, playing the youngsters, the likes of Raheem Sterling and other players to feature in that game. So it was a good win for Arsenal. Also looking forward to that game against Manchester United during the weekend as well. So the last game for Tuesday was a game between Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. This the Madrid Derby was a very, very interesting game. The game ended 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. The game was played at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid went 1-0 up first with a fantastic goal by Rodrigo. Was a very, very nice goal. Then Atletico Madrid pulled one back by Alvarez, who they signed from Manchester City. A very, very fantastic goal as well to level 1-1 with Real Madrid. Then in the 55th minute, Diaz scored the second goal for Real Madrid, making it 2-1. So it's still all to play in the second leg when Real Madrid goes to Atletico Madrid to play the second leg. So it's still very, very open for both sides. So that was the game for Tuesday. Then the game for Wednesday, we had Feyenoord against Inter Milan. This game ended 2-0 in favor of Inter Milan. Obviously, I knew Inter Milan were going to win this game. So the likes of Thuram and also Martinez scored the goals for Inter Milan. Then the game between Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen. So it ended 3-0. Like I also predicted, Bayern Munich was going to win the game. The likes of Harry Kane scored a brace in that game. Fantastic goal. The first goal was assisted by Michael Olise. Then also Musiala scored in that game. Then the other game was between Benfica and Barcelona. This game was quite intense. Barcelona were reduced to 10 men in the early hours of the game, but they managed to get a goal and a win against Benfica, which was scored by Rafinha. So I think it's still very, very open in the second leg when Benfica come to the Camp Nou to play the second leg. So it's still very, very open. Barcelona, they are not home and dry yet, but we'll see what happens in the second leg. Then the last game was the game between Liverpool against PSG. So this game was played in France. It was a very, very intense game, interesting, entertaining. PSG had a goal that was ruled off as offside. The goal scored by their new signing from Napoli, Paris Kelly. I don't know how to pronounce his name now, but he scored a goal and the goal was ruled out. PSG pressed Liverpool all through the game. They had the better ball possession. They had better opportunities to score. Even Liverpool had a couple of calls that, like the call against Konate, which we all felt was a red card challenge because they fouled the last man, which was a goal scoring opportunity. But at the end, Liverpool scored a goal because they took their chances. So the goal was scored by Diaz in the close to the end of the game. So Liverpool won that game 1-0. So the second leg is still all to play for at the Anfield next week. So that was all the games for the first leg, the round of 16 in the Champions League. So tell me what you think as regards this game. So who do you think is going to progress? You know, I've also given my prediction before the first leg were played, and to be honest, all the games that I predicted were going to it all played out the way I predicted them to be. And so we're looking forward to the second leg, which the only thing I think is home and dry right now is Arsenal winning 7-0. So it's going to be difficult for PSG to come to the Emirates to score 7 goals against Arsenal without Arsenal scoring a goal. It's going to be difficult for them. So tell me what you think as regards the game. So who do you think, which fixtures are you looking forward to? For me, I'm looking forward to the Madrid Derby because it's still very, very open, and also PSG versus Liverpool. Thank you so much for your time on today's episode. Kindly like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and also share the channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye for now.